Damu Kiwe Conversation, the only place you gonna get it is the only place you gonna get Big U.
Wes. Welcome to the Damu Kiwe Conversation. Voice of the West Coast. Home to the culture. It's Duse M, and we right back at you. You under the dig? WACK100 forced DJ Akademiks to stop speaking on the fake T Grizzley paperwork. It's like a never-ending saga right now. You know what I'm saying? The pictures at the airport, which I really thought was corny. You know what I'm saying? I mean, with all due respect, you know what I'm saying? If I'm going to take the picture, I'm going to go ahead and do it. I don't give a fuck you in that bitch. Oh, pause. You know what I'm saying? But on another note, we going to get right to it. You know what I'm saying? We ain't going to even play with y'all. You know what I'm saying? Make sure y'all bang that like button on your way in. It's like late taking your chucks off before you enter a gangster's front door. You know what I'm saying? A little show of respect. Let's go. Shout out to the Ruler Report.
I'm not sure which day or week it is on this conversation, right? But we've been covering this pretty consistent. And when I tell you it gets trickier and trickier every time I press record, that's exactly what's going on. Now, we know that WACK100 initially went on DJ Akademiks' platform, right? He went up there and said that he had evidence that T Grizzley was a rat. He even had Akademiks talk to the individual baby shooter. And with that being said, Doggface ended up getting in touch with DJ Akademiks. Now, there was a big blow up between WACK100 and Doggface on DJ Akademiks' platform, which actually went viral. Since that took place, we had people release pictures of Wack and R&B in the airport. Not only that, but Wack gave up some fictitious address that was supposed to be where T Grizzley stayed, but we figured it out that T Grizzley didn't stay at that particular address anymore. DJ Akademiks would go live today, and he will reveal that WACK100 wanted him to stop talking about a situation that Wack himself brought up on Akademiks' channel.
So I said, where is T Grizzley paperwork? Oh my God, they won't let me. Yo, I gotta let you know. Wack has called in, you know, I gotta let y'all know. Me and Wack, I fuck with Wack. And Wack has kind of called in the yo, Act, this is getting serious. Yo, we got a relationship. I don't want you to play the middle on this. Are you with me or nah? And he's kind of almost like, you know, he's asked me to kind of like just chill out of like even talking about that situation anymore.
Now, this ain't the first time that Wack has tried to stop Akademiks from talking about a certain situation. But with that being said, though, Wack is making it like he didn't involve himself in a T Grizzley situation. You see, Wack claims that baby shooter reached out to him with this fraudulent paperwork initially, and he just actually gave him a platform.
CS2 back.
As well as he actually beelined him to.
Look, that's a classic CS2 back tactic, right? If you remember with the Jim Jones thing, he said, "Oh, I got it from 050 China." You know what I'm saying? Another bitch ass nigga, you know what I'm saying, who ran some fake work on another Damu. You know what I'm saying? With WACK100, Jim Jones, they come to find out the paperwork was from the UK or some shit. You know what I'm saying? And then as soon as niggas uncovered, shout out to Miss G from the Eastern District, white lady from Canada, I believe, who discovered that the paperwork went all the way to the UK and that it was fake. Then Wack said, "Oh no, I just gave 050 China to do it." 050 China said Wack paid him. He had no proof that Wack paid him, but he definitely showed that Wack gave him the CS2 back tour. You know what I'm saying? All of the platforms friendly to the confidential source. You know what I'm saying? Himself. But yeah, man, now here he goes. He's trying to blame the boy from Avalon, but the boy from Avalon did start it, so that both of them are responsible. You can't just push it off on him. That's just like him and Stutterbox. He always talk about Bots told on me. Y'all told on each other. Let's go, man.
To other people like Poetic Flacco, as well as Akademiks. Now that the individuals are fighting back and saying what they're saying and doing what they're doing, now all of a sudden he wants Akademiks to stop talking about it on his platform. He did the same thing when Loose Cannon was calling Akademiks as well.
And this is where I just exited, right? He's like, you're fueling something that's going to end up in a with that picture shit. I'm like, what? I'm fueling a murder? I'm like, no, I'm good now. He's like, you're fueling. He's like, dog. He said, Doggface is a blogger. He's been chasing a name for years. He don't care. And you got to care, bro. But when it happens, the blood will be on your hands. I don't want no blood on my hands. What the? Just know that. He said, but, and I guess I had made a joke, and I do want to.
Now, Wack know damn well ain't nobody about to lose their life over this conversation. Now, the situation with the pictures in the airport, none of us actually believe that T Grizzly's goons were literally in the airport at the same time as Wack. But somebody definitely sent that to Doggface or T Grizzly, showing them that they did see you in the airport and you took it exactly how Doggface, T Grizzly, and everybody else wanted you to take it, and you overreacting to the situation. Now, along with that being said, man, you sent these messages to Akademiks saying that somebody is going to get bodied and the blood is going to be on his hands, man. Like, what are we doing at this point? Like, it was some like really suspect text messages and things said online already in this situation that got me like, man, listen, we already know the police be watching these streams and watching these videos. Why are we even talking this way? Now, with that being said, along those lines, and I told you on the last video, Wack took what Akademiks said about him having federal connections, and he was pissed off about that.
I'm making a joke just about because I've said this before. It was a joke I've made, like, even on No Jumper when Wack was there in the room. I was just like, damn, the niggas who fucked with Wack, they went to jail. Like, I'm like, yo, that's kind of like lit. Yo, when you don't got to do nothing to your ops and then go to jail, that's kind of lit. But like, I don't think Wack is a federal agent, just to let you know. Even though I know there's rumors. I don't believe that. Anyway, Wack wasn't fond of my joke.
Hold on, rewind that.
Says,
wait, he said he don't think what? Let's hear that.
Just about because I've said this before. It was a joke I've made, like, even on No Jumper when Wack was there in the room. I was just like, damn, the niggas who fucked with Wack, they went to jail. Like, I'm like, yo, that's kind of like lit. Yo, when you don't got to do nothing to your ops and then go to jail, that's kind of lit. But like, I don't think Wack is a federal agent, just to let you know. Even though I know there's rumors. I don't believe that. Anyway,
ain't no rumors.
Wack
Let's go.
wasn't fond of my joke. So he says the picture thing is gonna result in a murder, and I'm like, and he says it's gonna be on my hands, and I don't want to be on my hands. And he says, yo, he says, but please refrain. He says you can't joke about me about no Fed shit. I get my info the same way you get it, and anybody else in the public gets it. We get it from public record, and I do agree with that for the most part, because sometimes they send them stuff that I can't verify. I don't know.
Now, not only does WACK100 have an issue with Akademiks covering Doggface, but he also has an issue with him actually allowing T Grizzley, according to WACK100, to use his platform to go at Wack.
I cover rappers, and I guess what Wack is saying to me is that, yo, you keep bringing up this Doggface guy. Nobody cares about him. If it was T Grizzley, we would get it. And I told Wack before, I said, yo, well, T Grizzley is putting Doggface as his mouthpiece. Like, anything Doggface is saying, I'm assuming T Grizzly standing behind or is in the know of, but he's speaking for T Grizzly. And I think Wack is just saying, like, bro, if T Grizzly's not speaking, why are you posting this guy? And essentially to the point where he's like, yo, T Grizzly's trying to use me and use you to build this guy. Well, that's his theory, I guess. He's like, yo, Detroit can't build Detroit. He wants me to build his guy, and you're entertaining it like you're part of their plot. And I'm like, what? I'm not part of these guys' plot. Like, here's the thing. For me, I feel like people think that I'm like some shill or like some pawn to Wack. And I'm like, no, me and Wack are cool. We're friends. But when it comes to like most of these stuff, like I'm also trying to be fair, right? Because like, and this is like the silver lining with Wack, right? When Wack gave, like, Wack sent me the stuff with T Grizzley. I don't care about bringing up shit about T Grizzley. I don't think T Grizzley's. I like T Grizzley. Like we talked about mukbangs and Fortnite and GTA. Wack kind of wanted that out. And this is the only thing I think with Wack, I gotta have a bigger conversation with him. Is like, when you come on my platform is then weaponized because I don't know nothing about T Grizzley being a rat. When you say it on my platform is saying he's a rat. So I have to be fair to either push back or allow T Grizzley to say, yo, T, niggas is saying you a rat on my platform. Are you gonna respond? T has hit me directly multiple times saying, I am responding, but I'm not going to get in the circus. I don't want to be arguing with Wack because it benefits him.
Exactly. I don't want to be arguing with Wack because it benefits him. Arguing. We'll holler when I see him. That's some G shit. I respect it.
I will tell you who will represent my points, and he picked this guy.
And for whatever reason, Wack don't want Akademiks covering what's coming from T Grizzley's camp. Like, I feel like it's crazy to me, like to the point where I'm gonna suggest that an individual who I not really do content with, I guess they got some situations on the back end, according to WACK100. I really don't know all the details of that, but whatever it is, he wants Akademiks to not cover this guy Doggface for whatever reason, and it's beyond me. As Akademiks said, Wack brought this information to Akademiks, and I guess he wants Akademiks to not allow T Grizzley's people to respond to it unless it's T Grizzley responding to it directly. And T Grizzley is like, man, I'm not responding to Wack for what? Not only did he say that he wasn't responding to Wack, but he also said that Wack was trying to get him caught up on some federal issues.
You can't.
That's exactly. Hey, bro, shout out to the motherfucking D. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Michigan. Let me be specific. Shout out to Michigan. Period. Game recognized game. This nigga know this nigga's a fed. This nigga know that he's trying to benefit and bring federal attention to him. So he appointed somebody who could represent his interests online instead of tangling the words with this weirdo. He know the nigga ain't coming outside. He know the nigga trying to get him to say something which would incriminate himself. Man, smart brother, man. Let's go.
Say stuff against people. And when they try to defend themselves, you're like, yo, no, this is how they're defending themselves. T Grizzley texts me directly. He's like, yo, bro, I'm just not going to get on your. He's like, because T Grizzley told me, he's like, you know what T Grizzley told me? I'll tell you right now. He said, the first time he said, Act, when are you going to stream? Because I want to bet the money and I'm going to add this guy to our FaceTime. I'm FaceTiming with T Grizzley. He's like, this guy, he has the understanding and he knows how to explain to people what my side is and to clear my name. He says, Act, I don't want to get on live with Wack because I think Wack is trying to involve me or get me caught up on some things. And I don't want to get in. He didn't call Wack the feds and nothing, but he was feeling like Wack was going to start doing some things that could be federal in terms of have the police look at him for some shit, right? He didn't mention what. And he's like, I don't want to get in that circus, but I do want to respond. And he's like, I'm calling you to tell you that I'm down to bet the money. And my response for whatever he's saying, this guy has my response. So again, was it fake paperwork? Was it not? Did T Grizzley tell? Did he not? Other than that, this is kind of getting personal, and I'm going to exit stage left.
So it looks like Wack is kind of getting his way, even though Akademiks still did a segment.
So this is exactly what we was telling y'all. Wack controls. These are proxies and platforms that Wack weaponizes all of this fake ass all of this fake paperwork, false narratives about people he's targeting, people he claims to be beefing with, whether it's me, whether it's Big U, whether it's Yael, and now T Grizzley. They watching you, bro. I'm just warning you. You're smart. You already know it. Trust me. When he got his attention on you, them people got their attention on you. Let's go, man. Nasty work.
On this, and it was a lot longer. I just cut it up because I really wanted to let you guys get an idea of what was said on the stream. That way I can get my commentary. But looks like WACK100 made his call and is getting his way, controlling the narrative, which this is something that we all know that Wack is very good at times on social media when it comes to platforms like Akademiks, No Jumper, as well as Poetic Flacco. Now, these individuals are not covering every single thing about this particular T Grizzley situation. Actually, they didn't even come out and even say anything about it until this latest incident where other people, such as myself, put in the title, WACK100 caught slipping by T Grizzley's goons at the airport. Now, all of a sudden, we have Seti Nash and Poetic Flacco responding, as Doggface pointed out earlier in the video. With that being said, it's all cool because we understand that some people only cover one side of WACK100 while others cover the other side, where we cover every side of not only him, but every other individual we've ever covered. There's not a biased bone in our politics over here at the Ruler Gang. So at the end of the day, I say this. If the paperwork is to ever come out and it's real, I'll be one of the loudest voices saying, like, hey, listen, the paperwork that WACK100 put out of T Grizzley was real. It's official. T Grizzley actually told or cooperated against Baby Shooter, who also gave up names of people to T Grizzley, of individuals who he claimed from different neighborhoods in California or in LA helped break into this house. But I'll make sure that I keep it straight, keep it solid. You know what I mean? And if the paperwork says that, that's what I'll say. But if the paperwork never comes out, we gonna stand on business and we gonna keep saying, like, okay, where's the paperwork? And the paper that work that we've already seen is fraudulent and fake. But what I don't respect is a call being made to tell an individual such as Akademiks that he shouldn't cover a certain situation because of his relationship with an individual. News is always supposed to be unbiased. News is also always supposed to be straightforward and cover the actual events, because when it becomes controlled, such as the things that 47, he was 45 or 47, the orange man in DC, the things that he's trying to do with news, then the news becomes diluted and it becomes one-sided. And we ain't doing that over here. Now, Akademiks has his relationship with WACK100, and he feels the need to do that every time WACK100 calls him and tells him, don't cover this no more. This is getting serious. I'm telling you, he did the same thing with the loose cannon situation. Now he's doing it with this Doggface situation. If Doggface is a nobody, if Doggface is trying to just come up off of WACK100's name, then why would Wack care? Because if a nobody is talking about me, I could give a damn if Akademiks or Vlad or anybody else was interviewing them talking about me, because regardless of what platform that individual is on, they're still a nobody if them being a nobody is actually true. And as far as the situation with them talking about WACK100's woman or his girl or R&B, you feel what I'm saying? Now people understand, and now people see, and now you are allowing your enemies online to know that that's a soft spot for you, right? Cool. It is what it is. I can't tell a man how to react when it's their significant other or their woman. But what I do know is this: nobody, and when I say nobody, I mean nobody is going to get knocked down. Nobody is going to get smoked. Nobody's going to get unalive. Nobody's going to get put in the dirt. Nobody's going to take a dirt nap. Nobody is going to be lights out over this particular situation. So for him to tell Akademiks that, hey, listen, bro, you need to chill. Talk.
The Ruler Report. The Ruler Report. I beg to differ on that, bro. You never know where this shit could go. You know what I'm saying? I done seen motherfuckers go there about a nigga scuffing up his Air Force Ones in the club. The niggas get popped. You know what I'm saying? Niggas really lose their life. Nigga bumping into a nigga. Nigga, that could be the reason. And, some niggas take shit seriously. And then you got some niggas that really fuck with some real niggas. And T Grizzley making $50,000 a day playing the game. Plus he got royalties from his music. Nigga, he ain't tripping. But he got some niggas that's like, yeah, you right. All right. And they might see that nigga and be like, man, fuck that. He ain't got to tell me to do that, nigga. This is my position. This is what I'm going to do. He'd be mad at me later. You know what I'm saying? And knock that nigga Top Ramens onto his Chuck tapes. You know what I'm saying? And they could go the other way also. You know what I'm saying? The boy Doggface being disrespectful to CS2 back. Nigga, that nigga CS2 back is a fed, bro. That nigga fuck around and what's that shit that Adam was trying to do to AD where they call the cops I don't know. We grew up, we never had them type of names and played them type of games, but that's the type of federal games them niggas play, and the police can knock them down. So you don't underestimate to where niggas would go. Some niggas ain't accustomed to disrespect in no form, shape, or fashion. Maybe a lot of this new generation is accustomed to it, but I beg to differ, bro. I ain't gonna put no limit on where what could go. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully, you know what I'm saying, T Grizzley don't jeopardize his freedom behind a piece of shit like that. But who knows? Let's go.
Stop talking about this. The blood is gonna be on your hand when somebody get bodied. This on you, and man, ain't none of that finna happen over this particular situation. This ain't nothing but internet shit. And I get so tired of people trying to make it like people really about to get active over these situations when we haven't got active in the last 50, 60 situations. Let's just do content, man, and keep all the rest of it out of there. Now, at the end of the day, he came to the internet with this paperwork that baby shooters people sent him. People called it out as fake. He said he was going to the attorney to get it back. These cats then put up $250,000. They raised the stakes to $500,000. Let's keep it there. And that's what we've been saying the last 5, 6, 7 times we talked about this. Let's keep it about the paperwork and if it's real or not. And listen, when the paperwork come out, if it's ever presented and it comes out of T Grizzlies and speak, let the paperwork speak for itself. But all this extra shit and trying to scare academics into not covering stuff, man, this is crazy. That's a weak move to me. But
I agree with that. You know what I'm saying? I agree with that. The rule of report.
get in the comment section, man. Let me know what y'all think about this. Y'all already know what it is. Ruler gang.
Yeah, man. The niggas are fed though, so you got to be careful, man. I don't know why he's hiding. He say he's settled. Why he ain't showed the settlement agreement? You know, oh, it's under non-disclosure. Okay, well, once the deal's over and you got your shit,
we're iffing already. We're number 5, man. Dead obvious. Nigga, cuz had some shiny shit hanging out. We're number 5, man.
Let's start this over.
Flick, you should have did it, nigga. On Hood, another false narrative, nigga. On 6-0, nigga, yeah. Capiana.
He didn't call him a rat. He called him a cop. Capiana. Let's go.
Pulled out a badge on this nigga. Hey.
He pulled out a badge on us, nigga. T Grizzley. This who you dealing with, bro. This the nigga that's trying to beef with you.
We're iffing already. We're number 5, man. Dead obvious. Nigga, cuz had some shiny shit hanging out his wallet, nigga.
Nigga had shiny shit out of his wallet. So he admittedly brandished the firearm in this arm, and it's 20 Crips surrounding you. Nigga, why did these Crips stop? Because they seen the burner? Nah, nigga, I'm quite sure out of 20 niggas, they had at least one burner, right? But then you got your wallet in your other hand and the badge. Freeze. Don't move. Draw. Eugene Henley. Hannibal. Big U. Don't do this. You want to die like this? I'm the motherfucking police. Capiani, nigga. Flashing the badge.
Fuck,
nigga.
you got your wallet that shine. Niggas getting bust down wallets now. Wallets? I don't understand it. So,
Bust down wallets. That's 3 years before his wallet was exposed. That's 3 years before his wallet was exposed on live with Snoopy Rat Ass. You know what I'm saying? So, like I said, don't underestimate where it could go, because sometimes niggas will crash. You don't never know where a nigga at mentally. You know what I'm saying? But as far as Wack trying to scare academics, that's just his tactic, because he don't want to get to the bottom of it. They put the money up. You know what I'm saying? I'm quite sure that when Nipsey, who is allegedly and his all money in niggas done stood trying to say Eric Holder was a rat, I'm quite sure they didn't expect he was going to come back like that either. You know what I'm saying? Some people take things seriously, and sometimes a good name is worth more than gold, and that's all a motherfucker got. Motherfucker could lose all them riches he got today. How many rappers y'all seen go broke? How many hustlers and millionaires y'all seen go broke? You know what I'm saying? Tyson, all kind of them. But when they can take all that away from you, put you in jail, anything can happen. But what they can't take away from you is a good name, because that's priceless. Honor, loyalty. You know what I'm saying? Respect. So don't underestimate how people value that type of shit, man. But more than likely, chances is it doesn't go nowhere. But I ain't gonna underestimate no nigga. You know what I'm saying? That's a quick way for a motherfucker to get knocked down and become the victim. On that note, we up out of here. We'll be live tonight. Tap in, Damu Kiwe.